Hello guys, and welcome to my video on how to start a fire. So I will show you today how to make a fire even if it's slightly wet outside. Right now it's semi-dry, a little bit wet. It's spring, so sun's been shining, but it's also been raining. I apologize if I sound tired or slow, because I am. I've been working 24 hours. My sleep got interrupted several times, and I'm really hungry as well. Yesterday I dropped my food, and like where I placed my food exploded, so half my food for work fucking on the ground, ruined. But to make a fire you need, well, there's the three principles of making a fire, and it's heat, oxygen, and fuel. So for my fuel and heat I have chosen these materials. You could probably light a fire a way easier process, but this is very foolproof and works in any condition. Fatwood is basically like water resistant, and birch bark burns really well. I think this is quite a poor condition, but if we combine it with the fatwood, it's gonna burn very good. Like, starting the fire does not take a lot of time, it's the preparation. And I can show you here what I have prepared. So like I mentioned, I'm gonna use for kindling the fatwood and the birch bark. Then you have to split it up, the materials, from small to medium to big firewood. So here I have like dead twigs and small branches which are dry, which will help me to ignite these medium pieces slash big pieces. And also I found this dead, it's gonna also light up pretty good. Here I have some bigger pieces which are also dry, and I have some wet pieces which I could dry up next to my fire. Now you might wonder like how to find dry pieces. I'm lucky, this is like a public fireplace campsite. So I have standing dead like big branches here, and I took one of them. Hope no one lives here, it doesn't seem like it. I took one of them and I split it. I didn't even need to use a saw or knife or anything, you can just use your foot and your hand. And this is from one of those. And the twigs, you can find them laying off the ground, preferably under a tree, like here, where there's not rain coming down, or like lifted off the ground. Ideally you want, here I have my like sitting pad, whatever it's called, or you can use something to catch your shavings. So basically you take the back of your knife and you can scrape small shavings, and that's what you're gonna ignite. And then you can make bigger shavings with the sharp end. Like this. And for your kindling, it's the same principle. You want to go small to medium to bigger. So now I have prepared my little base of birch bark to protect everything from the damp, moist ground. And I have everything close that I need to build on the fire, so I won't have to run away. I don't have a tripod, so it's really hard filming this, but this is called like the pinch and pull method, and it's, you place your knife like this And then you can pull the rod towards you, because if you're gonna do this, it's easy to, you know, get your kindling away, smashed all over the place. So now it's burning, which means we have to place other burning materials. So this is a very sloppy build, but now we can place everything. Here are some rotten roots containing fatwood. So it's very important that you have some space for air to flow through, otherwise you're gonna like suffocate and choke the fire. It doesn't have to be this big, it's just the way I prefer it. It can be smaller, there's different ways. But the upside about this thing is you can like feed the fire by placing things in the middle to light and ignite the bigger logs. So it wasn't stable, my little TP foundation, it fell, so now it looks like this. As you can see, works just as well. So now that my fire is burning hot, I'm gonna place the wet logs close to the fire to dry them out. So here's my little system for drying them out, but yeah. So I can show you quickly how to process the fat wood. You find them on evergreen trees, preferably pine. This one was in a pine like this, and I just went to feel it and it snapped off, and you can see here it's filled with that nice juicy pine tar fat wood. So it's very simple. You just want to remove the dead trees, the part that's dead, and you want to expose the core inside where the fat wood is. This was not such a very good piece of fat wood actually. It's very like filled, but there's not a lot inside. It's just up here and up here. So since this is not such a high content of resin, I'm just gonna place it in the fire and let it burn.